Coming up on Tech Edge, it's all about the green. Welcome to Tech Edge. I'm Amanda Hall, and today we're going to talk about recycling. I'm going to be talking about 3 apps today. 2 are games and 1 is a lesson plan. The really great thing about the games is that they're interactive, and 1 is actually can have movement. So if you want to have your kids moving in the classroom, this is a great app to have. The first app we're going to talk about is called Recycling with Moo, and this app requires you to kind of play a game with a cow, and the cow craves certain objects, for example wood, and you'll just take those objects and feed it to it, and once it reaches a certain weight, it takes all the energy out of the cow and it energizes something that they give you, such as a light bulb or a battery. The second app I'm going to talk about is actually with school chapters experiences, and it involves having lesson plans. Now, the app provides different lesson plans for all certain subjects. For example, you can also do something on rhyming. It has apps on there for just kind of fun around the home. And the great thing about it is the lesson plans are for at school or at home. So it's kind of up to whoever's teaching it with the kids for them to decide. And I really like how it gives you questions to ask, so if you're not really great at thinking about how to expand the child's own mind, it provides stuff for you to use. And the third app that we're going to be talking about is actually called EcoSantini, and this is the app that involves movement. So you'll be having the iPad with you, and it'll throw up objects, and the objects will fall down. You'll have certain containers that you'll have the object fall into. So for the first app, we're going to talk about recycling Moo Lite, and all these apps are free. This one, it kind of is a fun interacting game that you can do with the kids in the classroom. As you click on what level you want, it gives you a cow, and you have to feed the cow certain objects that you can recycle, and the cow is allergic to other certain objects. So once you're ready, you have to drag the items to your cow, and it kind of tells you what he craves. So this cow craves wood, so you drop anything that's wood, and it'll tell you the percentage of how much your cow is gaining weight, and you want it to be at 100%. So once you've reached your goal, it essentially sucks out all the energy from the cow that you recycled, and it powers the object that you want. So this is Recycling Moo Lite. This app is called the School Chapters Experience, and the great thing about this app is that it provides different lesson plans if you want to teach in a certain subject. Now on the site, you can see up here, you can scroll up and down. You can do it about recycling or about rhyme games. They also have on here life cycles, questions of the day, and if you click on them, it'll take you to a lesson plan, and it'll give you steps, materials that you would need to teach this lesson, questions to ask to expand the thinking, and then modification or extensions that you'd like to go even further into depth. So today we're going to focus on recycling. And on here for recycling, it gives you a great children's book that you can read, and then on here it gives you the steps that you can do with the kids, either in a class or at home, depending on which you want to work with. And the questions to expand thinking, I really like it because if you're not used to that, or maybe you can't think of anything that goes with this lesson, it's really great that it provides it for you. So this is the School Chapters app for recycling. This is the EcoSantini app that is really great because it's kind of a game that you can use to be interactive with the kids. They're kind of moving the objects. So I'm going to kind of show you what it does. So down here it gives you a multiple amount of containers, and the right correct one lights up, and objects will fall down, and you have to move the iPad to the side to get it to fall into the correct one. And of course, if it doesn't, then you're losing points. So the object of the game is to keep up with objects that are falling down, and you're able to move the iPad as the speed increases on there. So now I'm going to kind of show you what it looks like if you were to move the iPad. So you can kind of see down at the bottom it looks like the brown container. So if you move it, the iPad to the side, whatever direction that you move it is the direction that the object's going to fall. So this is how you play EcoSantini, and it is also a free app. Thanks for watching Tech Edge and going on the recycling tour with me today.
That was easy.
See you next time on Tech Edge.